Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I'm up a little bit late. And I know I'm a weirdo, but I really wanted to talk to you guys about something. I assume you all are aware that there was a mandate from the federal government, basically, where Joe Biden has decided that he's tired of people not getting the shot. He basically feels that those of you who didn't get the shot are putting others in danger. And so as a result, Biden just issued a pretty stern statement about, that basically if you don't get the jab, you don't have a job. No job, no jab, or no jab, no job. And I was really curious to know how people feel about that because I last time I took a survey, I did a survey on my Twitter account, and in the survey, a large percentage of you um, basically said you weren't going to get the jab. And I thought that was really interesting in light of what Biden had to say. And I'm really, I was thinking about it all day long in terms of, what's the best way to kind of talk through this as Black folks. And the only thing I can think of is that it kind of just puts us in a weird situation where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you get the jab, then you there is a lot of legitimate concern people have. I know that with this Delta variant, there are a lot of people who feel that the Delta variant and the Alpha variant and the Lambda variant and the Mu variant and all the other variants that it kind of makes your original jabs null and void. I think that's a huge concern a lot of people have that look, if I get the shot, why are you telling me I need another shot? And then I'm gonna need another shot because every time, as Dr. Christina Parks said on this platform, she said that what happens is that once you get one jab to protect you from one variant, that it actually makes the new variants worse. That literally the Delta variant is more effective because you've gotten the jab to protect you from the first variant. That kind of blew my mind. And Dr. Christina Parks couldn't be ignored because she has a PhD in cell and molecular biology from the University of Michigan. So she's at least somebody they should be refuting, right? And I haven't seen anything where they've pretty much said that it's, that she's wrong. So here's my thought. And I'm not going to talk long because it's late at night and my wife is here waiting for us to go to bed. And I started this video while she was in the shower, and now she's kind of done, and she's kind of giving me that look like, okay, why are you talking to people at 3 o'clock in the morning? Well, it's because I love y'all, and I just had this on my mind, and I thought I would come out and share this perspective. But the key idea I want to lay out for you is this: if there was ever a time to really, 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 really dig in the trenches and build these Black-owned businesses, now's the time. If there was ever a time for you to get away from the corporate plantation and leave for good and really create the life you want, now's the time. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I am here to tell you that when you have options, you have freedom. Right now, if you don't have any options, then you have no freedom in terms of whether or not you want to take that shot. It just means, look, if you want certain jobs with certain companies, and this is the beginning. I mean, this, Biden making this statement. If you remember when the pandemic began, people weren't sure how to respond. Companies weren't sure how to respond. Institutions weren't sure how to respond. But then the NBA stepped out at the very beginning. If y'all remember, the NBA stepped out and said, we're canceling the entire season because of the pandemic. Once that happened, it created a cascade effect. After the NBA stepped out there, then you started seeing, all the other sports leagues stepping down. You started seeing the major corporations shutting things down. You started seeing the schools shutting things down. Then you started seeing the universities shutting things down. So I think that Biden making such a firm statement about the jab and saying, look, if you don't get the jab, you can't work for the federal government. If you don't get the jab, you can't even work for a contractor for the federal government. That's a big deal. Um, I think that's going to lead to a cascade. I think other major corporations are going to start requiring the jab. And what's really fascinating to me is I was very surprised that they've been so adamant about that particular method. As opposed to saying, look, you got to wear a mask to work, or you got to show proof that you have a negative test. And so Where this is going to go, I don't know, but I know that I started socially distancing myself from white supremacist institutions about 15 years ago. I had to socially distance myself away from Syracuse University because they were infected with another virus called white supremacy, racism, and racial ignorance, and I didn't have a jab that could protect me from that. The only thing I could do was run away from it, and so I would encourage you, if you're looking for a way to move forward and move away from the nonsense, maybe that's what you need. Maybe desire isn't a strong enough motivator. Maybe fear is the motivator, right? Because right now I really think there are a lot of things to be concerned about. I know that there's some anxiety out there about this. I've been talking to my team a lot about this in terms of how we can help, help folks as much as possible. But I just want you to really kind of realize that I think there's going to be more down the pipe. This is not going to go away. This virus ain't going to give in, and the people that are expecting you to get that shot are not going to give in. So I'm not here to tell you to get shot or not get shot. So about 1/3 of you got it, and don't judge you at all. You're probably going to have to get another one, right? Because now they're promoting the booster, and then there'll be the booster to the booster and all that, because you can't protect against all these variants. I'll give you a real life story. I was going to get the flu shot, right? Because everybody's like, oh, the flu's coming, get the flu shot, blah 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 blah. Well, the reason I didn't get it was because they said there's a bunch of strains of the flu. There's several strains of the flu. And they said, so if you get the shot that protects you against one strain, well, it may not protect you against all the other strains. And so I said, well, what's the point in me? So you telling me I'm taking a stab in the dark because I'm hoping that the strain I'm protected against is the one that attacks me. So it's very fascinating to me. And I'm not discrediting biology, but it's fascinating to me that they can't protect you against all the strains at once. And so that just says to me, you know what, the best protection in my view seems to be building a strong immune system. You build a strong immune system, you can be protected from stuff like that. So, in fact, I'm gonna share this last thing with you, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button. I'm gonna show you something on my Instagram. It's actually on my Instagram. My Instagram's the real Boyce Watkins. Follow me on Instagram. Remember, this is also a time where we're seeing the importance of black-owned media, because there are messages and there are ideas that are out here that wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for black-owned media. So shout out to black-owned media, and I hope you'll support. If you can't, if you don't want to pay money, that's fine. Just pay attention. Just give us, give the black media outlets the likes and the shares and everything else, and subscribe to the channel so that we can stay connected. So Nuri Muhammad, brother, who's going to be at the All Black National Convention, he put something up that was really good, and I shared it on my Instagram. He said, "Dear Black people, whether it's McDevils, Murder King, White Casket, Taco Hell, Long John Killers, Sick Filet, Kentucky Fried Chicken, practice social distancing from these places. They are selling the pre-existing condition combo meals." So basically, all those pre-existing conditions that they talk about, that somehow they act like you can't help it, like you can't stop yourself from from being obese, like you ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you got diabetes, that any heart, high blood pressure, heart issues, whatever you got, that somehow you just got it because you were just black and unlucky, right? And the jab gonna protect you. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You weighing 400 pounds, eating fried chicken every day, and is whatever, eating bowls of grease every day, and you really think that jab is really gonna protect you? You out of your damn mind. Celebrating obesity as body positivity. What's wrong with you, fool? Seriously, what's wrong with you? Like, let's start listening to the healers that are in our community. Let's start listening to the people that want us to be healthy. Let's start listening to the Queen of Fuas. Let's start listening to the Nuri Muhammads, and stop listening to the people that want us to die. I think that to me is the only thing I've seen in terms of things that can protect you from every strain of that virus. The only jab you can get that can protect you against every single strain of that virus is the jab called healthy immune system. If you get that jab, then that gives you your best shot, in my view. It doesn't mean you should or shouldn't get the shot. I'm not here to tell you to do that, but I am here to tell you that we know even the people that advocate for it will confess to you that that's not going to do it for you. If you run right here just trying to gain as much weight as possible and eating the worst food you possibly can, literally drinking down bowls of grease and poison, And then you somehow think that if I get if the white man, if the government gonna give me a shot, the government gonna protect me from all the dumb shit I'm doing to my own body. Come on now. Come on now. Seriously, something got to give. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why in the world, how in the world can you run around talking about Black Lives Matter when you got black people dropping like flies over preventable situations, over things that we're celebrating in the music and in the media, right? You people got mad at me because I said, "Hey, Lizzo, maybe instead of acting like obesity is a good thing, maybe we could say we love you even no matter how big you are, but obesity, maybe that's not a good thing for black people. Maybe black people dying in the street because they out of breath and falling down the steps and can't handle even an ounce of any virus because your immune system's so messed up. Maybe that's not the best look for black folks. Maybe we need to start thinking about ways that we can be healthy. So the point of the matter is that sometimes you make a choice to go to battle. And sometimes the situation calls you to battle. Sometimes the situation forces you to step up to the plate. And right now, you are being forced to step up to the plate. You are being forced to make a decision. Are you going to be healthy or are you going to be unhealthy? Are you going to be economically motivated to build that family business? Or are you going to go get your little jab and go get your little job to go with it? Are you going to break away or are you going to remain connected, remain a slave? I don't know. It's up to you. And I'm not shaming you either way. I'm not shaming anybody in here that makes any decision that works best for you. I just want you to make the decision that works best for you. And I want you to have freedom. And the best way to have freedom is to have options. And the best way to have options is to be prepared. And the best way to be prepared is to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. It's to be proactive so you ain't got to be reactive. It's making sure you prevent the problems so that you're not responding to the problems. So when you talk about preventable, pre-existing conditions, the operative word is pre-existing, preventable. What were you doing? Why do you have these pre-existing conditions? Well, because when it was time to get ready, you wasn't getting ready. You were just living moment to moment and doing whatever stupid thing that they're telling you to do in media. Next thing you know, you're praying to white Jesus, hoping that he's going to fix all the problems that you created for yourself throughout your whole life because you were letting stupid people tell you how to destroy yourself. So let's just be smart, people. Make the decision that works best for you. I swear to God, I'm not going to judge you based on your choice. I just want you to make a choice that works for you. And right now, right now the lines being drawn in the sand. I mean, it's what is it? The rubber's meeting the road. That's what's happening right now with all of this. No job, no jab, or no jab, no job. So it's up to you to decide how you want to respond. So God bless you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Follow me on Instagram at the Real Boyce Watkins. And also, this is going to be heavy on the agenda, the All Black National Convention. It's at the end of October in Orlando. I hope you'll join us. We will all be there, and thousands of us will be there together, and we will be solving problems. And I will be talking to the Brain Trust, bringing together the smartest black people I know so that we can solve problems for the future. We ain't got time to mess around. We're not here to follow trends and follow crowds. We don't care about bringing celebrities to the convention. We're trying to bring people that really know how to solve a damn problem, and that's what we're all about. So God bless you guys. Have a good night, and thank you for listening. Hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button on your way out if you can, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace.